Hello everyone. It's my privilege to introduce this short presentation which we've put together at a time when I know many of us parents are feeling overwhelmed by trying to juggle the demands of work with trying to keep the children learning at home as much as they can. Judging from the positive comments that we've received from many of you already though, we feel confident that our home learning package is delivering on what the government expects from us as a school, whilst at the same time giving you the flexibility to be able to organise activities around your other home and work commitments. Yesterday, Wednesday the 27th of January, the Prime Minister announced that he hoped schools would begin to return to normal from the 8th of March. So we know that we will continue to operate as we are now until then. It will depend on other factors, I'm sure, as to when the wider reopening of schools will actually begin to take shape. And we will find these out shortly after half term. We will keep you informed as soon as we know how and when we will begin to bring more children back to school. And we are so looking forward to that time. Until then, please remember that we are all in this together. On behalf of all the staff and governors here at St Mary's, I send our prayers and condolences to all of you who've lost loved ones during the pandemic. Sandwell's infection rate, although falling slightly now, continues to be way above the average for England. In fact, the second highest in the country as I speak. Please continue to follow the guidelines for socially distancing, which are expected of us all, in order to keep your families and our whole school community safe. Attendance of key worker and vulnerable children in school is way above the Sandwell average, and we can no longer offer any more places in certain year groups. This does mean that we are having to turn some families away. Could I please ask all parents of children currently attending school to reconsider whether they actually need their children to be in school every day that they have requested? If you can manage your child 1 or 2 days a week at home, that would help to ease the pressure here in school. Until the vaccine begins to be rolled out to school staff, I will continue to do my utmost to ensure group sizes here at St Mary's are not jeopardising the good work we are doing to reduce infection spread in Wednesbury. I hope you find the rest of this presentation informative.
Okay, so as Mr Linford said, it's really important at the moment that we are reducing the amount of children that we have in school. And because of that, the DfE, the Department for Education, has actually produced some learning guidance for all schools. So I'm just going to leave it on the screen for you just to have a little read of that. So taking on board that guidance from the DfE, we have carefully constructed a weekly timetable to ensure children have access to the whole curriculum. It's sequential and it builds on previous learning from the autumn term. And that's really important. Obviously, during the autumn term, we were doing lots of work to make sure the children were up to speed with their learning that they'd missed from the previous year. But also, the timetable is something that is changing to meet the needs of the children that we have in school, but also the needs of the children that are working at home. So it's not something that is set in stone. Each week we look at it, we revise it, we make little tweaks, we make changes. So that is how the curriculum is working at the moment. Okay, but the core offer that we have each week for all the children is that the children have maths activities that are set for them. They have English activities. There's a project menu based on one of the foundation subjects. There's 2 online meetings each day, one on a Friday morning, and also there is PE and music included within that offer. So what I'm going to do is just talk a little bit about each of those different components. So most weeks there are 5 maths lessons, and we follow the mastery approach to mathematics in school, and we use White Rose to support that. So we use the White Rose documents for maths, and if you've been doing the learning with the children at home, obviously you can see there's lots of interactive videos, there's presentations, and then we set the activities for the children. And the videos are really good because you can pause them at any time, have a little think, have a chat, and that is what we use in school as well. The English lessons, which hopefully you've seen a change in, we were using Oak Academy, but we realised that that wasn't really meeting the needs of the children because we use a taught for writing approach at St Mary's. So what we've done is we've moved away from using the Oak Academy resources, and now we are bringing the taught for writing approach into English, both remote learning and in-school learning. And we've asked staff to video record the presentations, and they're tailored really towards the needs of those children within those year groups. And we really hope that you've enjoyed using those at home, because I know the staff have really enjoyed making them. Okay, and then onto the project menu. There's a little picture there to show you what a sample of a project menu looks like. Most weeks, again, there are 2 foundation subject menus, and they are shared online. And they, again, build on the skills that the children have already learned. And some of it does contain new content and new learning, which we appreciate, you know, sometimes is something that needs to be gone over a few times, and it's something that we will revisit again when the children are back in school. And we've hopefully made those a little bit more practical and using your home environment. So looking for objects that you can use in school, or getting outside in your local area, you know, in your garden, finding things that way. And then obviously there are the Google meetings, and we've seen a massive uptake in children joining these meetings, and it's a joy to see all of their faces. As staff, we keep dipping out in and out of each other's meetings as well, just so we're touching base with all the children. The morning meeting now has a teaching and learning focus, so it is based on something the children are going to be doing that week or that day. And the afternoon meeting has got a reading focus, and it's usually based on a story. And as you know, that's one of the things we're passionate about at St Mary's, so we really enjoy sharing the stories with the children. And we're doing these meetings really to touch base with the children, for them to know that we're here for them, but also really to share those English texts with the children and maintain our focus on the high quality language development. And it's texts that we would use with the children if they were in school all the time, and they're age appropriate for that year group, and the questioning that we can use is age appropriate too. And then there are 2 PE days each week, and the children come to school in their PE kits for that. And at the moment we are using Joe Wicks, but hopefully as the weather gets nicer, we'll be able to get the children outside. And that is a real focus on cardio, because what we do realise is that when you're at home and actually you can't get out and about, children probably aren't getting as much exercise done. So please, please at home make use of the Joe Wicks workouts. And also there's lots of, on BBC Super Movers, that's learning with activities involved as well. And we've just started, and we're going to start using the Rocksteady Music School on Feel Good Fridays in the afternoon. So that's something really new to St Mary's, and we're asking all parents to have a go and let us know how they got on with it and how they find it.
Hello, my name is Mr Southall, the Teaching and Learning Coordinator here at St Mary's. I'm going to give you an overview now of what the remote learning offer looks like. So, daily teaching and learning expectations. The learning activities are set on a weekly basis, and a weekly activity schedule is uploaded on a Sunday night ready for the week ahead. This is uploaded to Dojo for parents and carers and on Seesaw for pupils. We expect pupils' work to be uploaded daily where possible, and class teachers will monitor submissions daily and give feedback. The leadership team will contact parents if no work has been submitted during a week or no participation has occurred during the live sessions, and this would just be to check if everyone is safe and well. Twice daily sessions occur on Google Classroom, and these are live virtual meetings, and you can see the timetable below. Pause the video now if you'd like to have a look. Accessing remote learning. The Department of Education's expectation is that schools should provide up to 3 hours a day for children in Key Stage 1 and up to 4 hours a day for children in Key Stage 2. Now, they outline that this can be a mix of live teaching, video materials, high-quality independent tasks, and tasks that reduce screen time, as well as practical activities making use of the home environment. We believe that a mixed and blended approach of using live and recorded and independent tasks achieves the best outcomes. And I will describe the 3 major platforms that we use to achieve this. So Google Meet and Google Classroom is used for our live sessions. Dojo is our parent platform used for parent communication and support. And Seesaw is an online learning journal that children can record their work and receive feedback from their teachers. These bullet points describe what these platforms can achieve. Accessing remote learning can sometimes be really difficult, and sometimes the technical skills are skills that we are still learning today. We are here to help you, and we are here to help you access what you can, where you can. If you ever have difficulty accessing any of the remote learning or technologies, such as the virtual meetings, please go to our website where you will find more support and a video guide to help you. If ever in doubt though, please just contact your teacher over Class Dojo or give the school a phone call and ask for myself. Now, I'm going to describe our daily offer and the minimum expectation for learners. We understand that every household is different, and we understand that everyone has varying technologies and other factors that vary from household to household. We believe, though, that this minimum expectation will help your child still develop as a learner. In early years and Key Stage 1, occurring daily, we believe 10 minutes of reading, 10 minutes of number bonds or tables, and 10 minutes of phonics is a daily expectation. For Key Stage 2, 50 minutes of reading and 50 minutes of times table as a daily expectation. However, we do have a wider offer that meets the government expectations. This wider offer offers the full range of the curriculum. Pause the video now if you'd like to have a look at the wider offer in more detail. Engagement and feedback. Below are listed the expectations for our pupils, parents, and staff. If you'd like to read this, pause the video now. Safeguarding of pupils and staff. We value the safeguarding of our pupils and our staff very much. During this period of lockdown, due to work being completed remotely, additional safeguarding measures have been put in place. There will always be 2 members of staff present during a Google Classroom meeting, and 1 member of staff will be responsible for taking a register. Any inappropriate behaviour will not be tolerated. Children receive 1 warning, and if the behaviour continues, they will be removed from the virtual meeting. Further information regarding this can be found in the virtual risk assessment, along with a link to the parent guide to using Google Classroom.
Thank you for spending time with us today, going through this presentation for the benefit of your children and their learning. Please don't try to do too much. We are realistic and know that home is not the same as school. As long as they are doing a little every day to keep them going, the children will catch up, and supported by the very hard-working and understanding team here at school, that won't take long. There's no need to be accessing other materials advertised on the television or online. What we are planning is more than enough. But if your child has a thirst or a hunger for more, It's there if you want it. Until we see you again in the not too distant future, we hope. Stay safe, one and all, and God bless.